Alright friends, I've been reading Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, and oh my god, I think I'm obsessed. I have not been able to put this book down at all since I've started it. Therefore, I am quite far into the book, but I'm here to tell you guys about it. This girl, Shannon, was born into a very toxic family and household, as well as being bullied in school her whole entire life. So she finally gets transferred to a new school called Tommen, and at Tommen they are a big rugby school, and they have the star of their team, Mr. Johnny Kavanagh, who is huge in the rugby world. And so on Shannon's first day at Tommen, I don't know. So at Shannon's first day at Tommen, something happens and she ends up walking across the rugby field and getting hit in the head and concussed by Johnny. They meet each other, they talk while he takes care of her after her getting hit, and a little spark flies between the two of them. And then afterwards, Johnny becomes really, really protective over Shannon and makes it his mission to take care of her while she's at this school. And he just feels super overly protective of Shannon because she's so little and petite and vulnerable and fragile that he feels that he has to take care of her. And so that is what the book is about. I am obsessed. I am so into this book right now. I love Johnny. He's so protective. He's very kind and sweet towards her. He's a great captain of the rugby team. He looks after his boys. And overall, the best. Shannon is so cute. She's just so little and fragile. She's also somewhat strong-minded. I mean, to get through and to endure what she endures when she's at home says a lot about her. And she's very scared of the world, pretty much. Her whole entire life, somebody's been out to get her. And it's cute to see her take shelter and feel safe with Johnny, because he's made it very known that he will do absolutely anything in order to take care of her and keep her safe. And it's just, it's so cute. I'm obsessed with them right now. I'm so obsessed with them right now. And I'm very intrigued to see what happens when, like, Johnny realizes the full extent of her home life and what goes on when she's there. So yeah, so Shannon's whole side plot line is her family life and what's going on there, and her troubles with her parents and what is being done to her and her siblings. Whereas Johnny is struggling with the fact that he is really injured, and he can't let people find out that he is injured because it will ruin his chances to move up in the rugby world. And so he is fighting his relationship with Shannon because in his head, he doesn't have time, or he doesn't have the time to put into a relationship with her, and he doesn't want it to be unfair to her, as well as just trying to keep his head about the game and his progress and resting his injuries while also working to be the best. And I'm having a great time. They are so adorable together. It's unreal. I am sitting here kicking my feet, swooning over these two. I can't. Also, the height difference, the size difference between the two of them, and the way that it's described is just so cute, and I love it. Being a tiny person myself, like, come on. But yeah, I'm so intrigued to see how this ends, and I literally might just scrap my whole TBR and keep reading these books because I'm obsessed. I'm so into it. This is going really good. I suspect a 5-star read. I suspect a 5-star read right here. So I'm really excited. unwell. I'm so unwell. This is too much for me. Oh my god. Okay, I know people love this series, and I'm seeing why. Oh my god. You just watched me giggle and swoon over them. Over Johnny, literally, because that was the greatest scene ever. And it was so unique. I've never seen anything like that before. And oh my god. I'm obsessed right now. Holy crap. I feel like everything is about to go down. I'm literally 97% of the way through this book. And I feel like everything's about to go down in this last 3%. And I'm gonna be like... because I already kind of feel... but oh my god. That was so cute. That's how it ends? What? That's wild. I need to start the next one. I need it now. Hold on. I literally just... we're moving on. We're on keeping 13 now. Because what just happened? No, 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 no. I can't imagine what it must be like to be a teenage boy and your mom talking about your penis. Like, no. That's so funny. I really wonder what it must be like to have a teenage son. Genuinely. Because this is so funny. She's like, I could have had a daughter. I could understand a daughter. And he's like, well, you got me. Dick and all. She's like, bro. Dude, her family is so toxic. I cannot. It's driving me crazy. Like, I want to fight everyone. I want to fight everyone in her household. Except Joey. Alright, hi friends. I am back with a little Keeping 13 update. I am 45% of the way through the book. Honestly, Binding 13 felt like it was going by a lot faster. I guess it was just because it was a slow burn and we were getting into their relationship and it was them meeting and all the things leading up to them being able to be together. Whereas in Keeping 13, they're together and they're dealing with the outside conflicts in their lives, which is making it feel a little bit slower because there's nothing super big that you're anticipating. Whereas in Binding 13, you are waiting and waiting and hoping that Shannon and Johnny end up together. So I'm not loving it as much, but it's still good. Seeing Johnny and Shannon together, they're very extremely cute together. so I enjoy watching them, and I like the writing. I'm enjoying it. It's not super like poetic writing or anything. It's very drama filled, but that's the kind of stuff that I enjoy. If you really think about it, my favorite series are the Addicted series, Magnolia Parks. So the drama filled, that's what I like. The conflict, all of it. But I'm really enjoying the found family within these books. Even just between Binding 13 and Keeping 13, you're learning their friend group and how they are with each other. Especially Johnny and Gibbsy, their relationship is so adorable. I love seeing a male, like, best friend duo. They're usually super cute, and you see a more vulnerable side of a man when they are in a duo, because usually you get the vulnerability between the male main character and the female main character, but seeing a man be vulnerable with another man, something about it is just so wholesome and sweet to watch and like read about. They remind me a lot of Garrett and Logan from the Briar U series, kind of how that, like, because they play on the same team, they're with each other all the time, and they're like a dual force, which is really similar to Johnny and Gibbsy in these books. That being said, that makes me really, really excited to see Gibbsy in his book with Claire. I feel like Taming 7 is going to be really, really good because I already love Gibbsy. And the hints of his relationship with Claire in this book and in Binding 13 were so, so good. I'm so excited to get into those at some point. But as of right now, Keeping 13, it's going well. The family drama is insane within these books. Like, I can't imagine living the life that Shannon does within her house. I could not imagine, and I feel for her so much. And I feel like if I was in Johnny's shoes, I would react to the same exact way that he is to all these situations because it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I don't know where this book is gonna go. I don't really have any expectations. I'm kind of just watching this all play out, and I hope it plays out well. I'm sure it will. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. That's what I've got. And I'm enjoying it. So, I'll come back when I have another update. Okay, so I've had a prediction since I started this whole thing, and I think pieces are coming together that would prove my theory correct, but I also don't want to say my theory because I feel like I'm correct, and if I am, that's gonna spoil the series or the books for other people. I don't know. Something's happening and I'm confused. And this camera is not focused. Something is about to happen. And we're gonna find out something, and I'm scared to see what it is. Based off of the context I've gotten so far. No, that was just pain and trauma. That's straight up pain and trauma. Their pain, no. Their trauma, my pain. Jeez. That's emotionally taxing. Okay. I'm like 74% of the way through this book, and I am currently having severe heart palpitations over what is happening right now. I'm terrified because I don't know how this is gonna go. Like, I feel like she's not holding back, and if, like, this really could go bad. Like, in some books, you're like, nah, it'll be fine. Like, it's happily ever after. This series makes me feel as though, because it has not been rainbow and sunshine this entire time, like, so I'm really scared at what could possibly happen right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna panic. Hold on. I'm stressed. No, 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 no. Oh, hell no. I knew. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. I'm so scared. Oh, my God. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Alrighty, I am back, and I have finished Keeping 13. And let me just say, these books put me through so much emotional torment and emotional, I don't know what word I'm looking for. These books were so emotionally taxing, but I loved every single second of it. I had a great time reading these books. I'm so excited to continue the series. But let's get down to business. I loved this book. I could not put it down at all. Like, once I started it, I flew through it. It's super fast paced because you become so invested in the relationship between Johnny and Shannon, and not only their relationship, but what is going on behind the scenes in their lives. So Shannon with her family and the abuse and trauma that comes with that, and also Johnny and his rugby and what that means to him and what that means for his future. The romantic chemistry between Johnny and Shannon happened so quickly. Like, the tension was palpable. You could feel it. And it made it so good. It was such a slow burn, but it was a slow burn in a good way. Like, all of the scenes you get between the two of these characters, like, gives everything. Like, it's a slow burn, but they're giving you the bits and pieces that you need to get through the slow burn. I am obsessed with the characters. Johnny is so protective, kind-hearted. His emotional intelligence is unreal as an 18-year-old boy. Shannon is literally the definition of a survivor. That girl has been through so much to see her at the end of Keeping 13 was just unreal. Also, the found family that start to see in Binding 13 just gets so much better in Keeping 13. I am obsessed with their found family. Gibbsy adds so much comedic relief to the story, as well as just the friend group in general, that, like, they are so necessary, and I love them. Give me found family and I will eat it up. I adore that trope. It is my favorite. Yet again, bringing it back to my favorite books are the Addicted series and Magnolia Parks, and those are both huge found family books and stories, that it makes perfect sense why this book has been so good for me. Also, I'm a big character person, and these books are character studies. You get to watch them over all this time and see how they evolve throughout the books, which is one of my favorite things. I love spending so much time with the characters that I love, and it feels like this series is also going to give that to me, which will keep me invested for the long haul. Overall, Binding 13 got a 5 stars from me. A astounding 5 stars. Then we get to Keeping 13, and it jumps in. Oh, actually, wait, go back to Binding 13. The end of Binding 13 should have been illegal. Let me just say that. The way I instantly had to pick up Keeping 13, there's no way. It was mind-blowing to me. Therefore, Keeping 13 picks up exactly where Binding 13 left off. Literally, within the same scene, it picks up. And I did think the beginning of Keeping 13 was a little bit more on the slower side, because, like, you're not anticipating the couple getting together, but you are still seeing all the repercussions of everything that had happened in Binding 13. But overall, I did like Keeping 13. Some things happen in that book that had me literally shaking. I was having full-on panic attacks laying here because of what was happening in this book, and I was so invested, and I'm so emotionally attached to these characters that I was panicking. And I was feeling everything that they were feeling, and it was absolutely insane. And for me to feel that way about words on paper baffles me every single time. I'm excited to get into Saving and Redeeming 6, which is about Shannon's older brother Joey and his girlfriend Aoife. And I mean, I don't know if I'm going to love them as much as I love Johnny and Shannon, but I'm excited to see where the story goes from where we left off. But I'm even more excited for Taming 7, because Gibbsy and Claire are so cute. Like, the little pieces of them that we got in these books, I am dying to get to those books. I'm assuming he's gonna have 2 books. But all in all, I did give Keeping 13 a 4.5 star. I didn't love it as much as I loved Binding 13, but it was still so good, especially with how it had me feeling. So, that is that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to come hang out with me again, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.